I'm Evotez and welcome back to my playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. If you like the content, please like, comment, and more importantly, subscribe.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Alright guys, welcome back. And actually, I figured out, came to this town, so we're in Feldcroft, show you where we are on the map. And I actually figured out how to sell the beast. So basically, all you gotta do is fill your bag, and you go to Hogsmeade, go to this store here, and the NPC here will buy your beast from you. They sell for 120, whatever the currency is, gold, I guess, and each, if you can find a good farming spot, you're making currency in this game. Anyway, let's have a little look
Revelio.
around this town before we carry on. So these are enemies for a second. We are getting upgrades again. We get into this house. Might have a lock on it. Yeah. Seems a lot of what we're locked behind is locks that we can't access yet. So anytime you open these chests, the gear is actually locked to the level that you've opened it at.
Revelio.
So keep that in mind when you're opening stuff. You don't have enough inventory space and you open a chest, the gear in that chest is still locked to that level that you opened it at, or tried to open it at. Can be a little annoying, but hey, how do I access that? Oh, like that. Did not know we could break stuff.
Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, done with most of the games that we're playing. There's a couple of new games that are coming out. So, Wild Hearts is one that I really interested in. Don't know if I'm gonna play it or wait till it goes cheaper, but another one is called Atomic Heart. Is kind of like a first-person shooter, I believe from the creators of BioShock.
Revelio.
Yeah, both games have my interest, just don't have the time for it right now.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome, I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
I want to see what you're selling.
I'm curious to know what's happening in Feldcroft. Might you have any insight?
An incredibly unpleasant goblin called Belgroth the Bludgeoner has been tormenting everyone he encounters. Feldcroft borders goblin country, but we've always lived in peace with their kind. Until recently, that is. Some claim that Belgroth and his associates are in league with Ranrock. I don't know if there's truth to it. Whatever the case, their constant meddling is devastating business. Everyone feels unsafe. It's quite serious.
What do you sell here?
Glad you asked. I sell the finest array of beast byproducts you'll find in the entire countryside. If you don't believe me, feel free to look about. Eventually you'll return. They always do.
What brought you to own a shop in Feldcroft?
Beautiful place, isn't it? Although I admit I didn't choose it. It chose me. I was raised here. It's always been my home. As for the shop, I suppose my line of work chose me as well. I've always loved working with beasts, and my twin girls adore them. Wouldn't be surprised if they took over from me one day.
What do you have for
See
sale?
what you got for sale.
What are we in the market for today?
So he's got items.
A pleasure doing business with you.
Wish I could
Have I mentioned your
have an
welcome to
ID
stop
thing
by
in
any
my
time?
room of requirements as well, but have a look at this. Changing out our only one defense. Not worth it. Sell this real quick.
Nice to see you again. What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today?
Ah, want your gold. Keep those two unidentified
Have
items
I
though.
mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Revelio.
Okay, we don't have anything else on the map. Yeah, we can't get in there yet. That one we can. Oh, level 1 lock.
Aloha Mora.
Wow, that was a lucky guess.
Revelio.
Alright, well, we've been everywhere we can. Let's carry on with the main quest. Don't think this is the way.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's. This way.
Revelio.
Eat on.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. Happier than Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight.
Oh,
Here
that's
we
it.
are. My sister should be just inside.
Revelio.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you had
rough.
to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
What's going on with his
Poor
clothes?
Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
What strikes me weird is, you know, all the students are dressed like actual students, and we get to dress just however we want.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those
Almost feels unfitting. Hogwarts isn't the same without you. Oh, he truly cares about her. My potion kit, not yours.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I can try, but he's made up his mind.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
Voice acting in this is really
I wish
good.
you well.
Revelio.
There is a chest back there that I want to check out before I go speak to... Just trash all that stuff. Get their loot.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
I understand you've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's to no avail.
We have. My nephew thinks he knows better than the healers.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Hope could be a good thing. It seems like we're provoking him if we said this, but that's...
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Oh, his clothes are fixed now. His cape's on the right way around.
Why will he not listen to me?
Revelio.
She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Still good, bro. We'll stay on inside.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
All right.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
You like his love for his sister. Kind of nice.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been
Revelio.
digging for something.
I don't want to get the long-range Revelio. I feel it's a quality of life, although, and it might be point wasted.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
All right, if we're in a fight. Also gotta sort through my skill trees and see if I'm a leaping loyalist commanded to the ground. Means hit a ranger with stupefy. Slam someone to the ground. Let's put that on here.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
You know what? Let's...
Quietly now.
Revelio.
The area's still clear, if anybody cares.
Great. Is that not how you slam them?
Who do you think you are?
Good.
Coming back this time. You've made your last mistake. Oh, regret comes Don't you try again, I beg you. I can do this almost.
That was stupefied.
How nice of you to stop by. I'm afraid of heights. How child's
There we go, we slammed someone to the ground.
Not quite. Dead. Explorable.
confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
I confess, I was not ready for that, and I probably could have done that better than what I did, but it's all good. Do a reparo here.
Reparo. Revelio.
Why would we repair that though?
Reparo. Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
Yeah, there's something over there as well. I did see it.
Revelio.
Little look up here. Do all this stuff before progress the mission, if it progresses it. Right?
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Yeah, we had to use
taking a closer look at the house itself.
2 healing potions there, which kind of suck. Not that we don't have go around anyway.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Oh, it's in the view that he had with
Revelio.
this is where they fixed that drought with Percival Rackham.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Revelio.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking
Not
something?
anymore.
Only one way to find out.
Revelio. Lumos.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
Revelio.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Traveled here to learn, I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal, but I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Forever regret not having done more. I cannot look into their eyes knowing it could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course. That would be fortuitous, consequent. Doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Second week at the camp, more arrive each day. Local doctors and some of our own healers are doing all they can for them. Grief is palpable. Ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. Fever may pass, skin may mend and scar, but devastating sorrow remains. So a man, much like my father who had lost a child, I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some thread of relief. Beginning to think the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. Seems as arbitrary as help them. It would be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Confrio.
Get out of the way.
Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my
Revelio.
breath.
Okay, well, we can get back here anytime we want because we've got a flu. Games. Fast travel point.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I can't repair all that.
Anything helpful in the note?
Revelio.
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to see Anne would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
Yeah, let's look around this room. A lot of XP. Have a look at this now. Attend an astronomy class. Just like that. We need to find where these spires are. That's an optional. We'll do that afterward. Oh, I've been finding demiguys around Hogsmeade as well, just randomly. Just don't really capture it all because it just happens when I'm off camera. No point in starting a video for that. Anyway, let's have a look at our gear, see if we got any upgrades. Got some stuff, but wish there was a better way to manage the inventory, like in Destiny or Destiny 2, where you hover over it and you see all your inventory right there. Anyway, let's have a look at these handles. We got fancy ones. Well, kind of looks fitting. Okay. This now. Guardium Leviosa. I keep. Professor Shah's class at the top of the astronomy tower. Upstairs. The entrance requirements. I should head there now. Wait, it's the same thing. I guess we have to do this one first. We've been to the astronomy tower, so I think I've got to fast travel there. There it is, see? Doesn't take too long.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I guess the optional we can do afterwards. We're in the area.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own.
Now, you don't see many Indians in video games.
Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
Like her outfit.
Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello. I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Hogsmeade. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Hogsmeade. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Hogsmeade.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
Revelio.
Or anything up here?
How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
Notice there was stairs on this side as well. Have that in just a second.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Can I just take that one?
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be missed.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
Like help finding it.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
I'm curious if this stuff just unlocks us new stuff in the game. There's so much to do in this.
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform. Something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing.
I think we've seen some of these before. I couldn't do anything with it.
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with. It's not...
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the glass from now and then.
Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
Revelio, if you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Oh, I didn't know I could break them. I thought I had to pull them away with Wingardium Leviosa. Yeah, we've seen that blue thing over there before. Fields and such, so it's good that we're doing this because it unlocks something else for us to
More
do.
cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I mean.
Look, there's a table. I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out.
What do we do with it? Oh.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view.
Oh, I see. We're going to zoom in and fit the stars. That one's pretty easy to figure out.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Whatever you say, Amit. Whatever you say.
Oh, you wait. You are going to be quoted saying just that. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Oh, I'll put in that one there. I don't like Deposo, Sendo, or Flipendo. They don't really seem useful. This one at least pulls them towards me. Anyway. They meet Natty. Shadow of the Bloodline. Where's that? A secondary mission in the Astronomy Tower. Is there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.